Hi everyone, hope you're well. This reading is the Divine Feminine's full moon reading. The full moon in Sagittarius, which is happening on Saturday, the 3rd of June. The moon reaches its peak illumination at 11:42 p.m. Eastern European Time. In case you have a clear sky, you may go out there and look at it. What do we have to know about Sagittarius? Sagittarius wants change, flexibility, and to move on to the next thing. Sagittarius wants to explore new ideas, a new way of living. They like adventures. They like to drink knowledge. They like to learn. So it's time to say goodbye to long-held beliefs that no longer serves us. By the way, I'm holding the camera in my hand because I don't have a proper setting yet. I have moved and I just haven't found the right place to do the readings, but I really want to go ahead, do the full moon reading, and maybe next week or closer to mid-month, I will do an update on twin flames. I didn't want to do the June reading because I knew that the full moon will happen in the very beginning of June, so I wanted to do this one first, and then later I will do an update. Okay, let's get to the reading. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the ring upside down. It speaks about quarrel, end of a friendship, or I feel like miscommunication. Let's see. The bird, the ego, yeah, this kind of misunderstanding may be caused by somebody's ego. Somebody's wearing a mask in the situation. The bird can also be a disguise. Yeah, somebody is wearing a disguise. Otherwise, the bird card originally speaks about a misfortune. Let's see. Oh, that's an offer. Unexpected event. Next to the bird. An opportunity, an offer. Moon, reflection, also secrets. The original meaning of the card is ambitions achieved. Okay, let me see. Wheel of Fortune, upright. Speaks about changes. The wheel is turning, and I feel like the wheel is finally turning. It's moving. Luck financially or at work. Otherwise, and then Moon. This is the bluest card in the deck, and every time I look at it, I think of the throat chakra, communication. Also, when somebody wants to offer something or come into collaboration, communication is important. And I'm sure it's not an accident that this ribbon is blue. I feel like somebody is... It's not that this quarrel happening, maybe it's happening, but I feel like somebody is apologizing or wanting to apologize or bring changes, forward movement in something that was, I wanted to say stuck, but not stuck, but kind of caused a bit of separation or misalignment because of their behavior, because of their ego. And I feel like this will be put right. It's like somebody is offering an opportunity or coming with an opportunity to talk it out, expressing themselves. Because this card can be reconciliation and apology as well. The bird and the key next to each other indicates misfortune hovers. It's lingering around. It's in the vibration of the divine feminine. The key and the moon together, something unexpected regarding a distinction. And now looking at these cards with the circle here and the circle there, they remind me of badges, like a badge of honor, for example. I feel like somebody wants to bring in or just maybe comment on the divine feminine about something. Oh, it's really hard to put my feelings into words right now. How do you say that? For example, somebody wants to express how much they appreciate her, or how much they love her, or how much they value her, or they are just very grateful. I feel like somebody wants to express how much they admire her, but they couldn't do it because of their ego. The ego was holding them back. And maybe that caused this misalignment or a fallout of a friendship. Because it doesn't have to be very tragic, it can just be really a miscommunication, a misunderstanding, a situation, the ego and the heart. And then now they want to mend it, or they will mend it. It's not that they don't appreciate their work or they don't like her. It was something inside of them, within them, their ego, that created this situation. I feel like they otherwise think of her fondly, or they think of her like somebody very sweet. Because every time I look at this card, it reminds me of like this lollipop. Such a sweetness of life. Maybe they want to experience the sweetness of life with her, or they know that they would feel like that if they were with her. But in order to move things forward with her, or come into agreement with her, there needs to be a communication, expression of feelings, offering an opportunity to do that, coming with flowers maybe. And maybe they have not been able to do that because there were some kind of misfortunate events happening in their life. And of course it was happening, or it is happening, in the Divine Feminine's life. But I'm also feeling like this misfortune is connected to this sudden fallout, a little bit of a lost connection. Okay, let's go here. Oh, wow. Now this is what I've always wanted to see. The Divine Masculine next to the Divine Feminine. This card can connect to a man in the Divine Feminine's life. And I honestly, now that it's here, I really feel like they want to experience the good things in life with her, the sweetness of life with her. I feel like this man knows that the Divine Feminine brings positive changes in their life and in her life as well. Oh my God, if it was upright, guys, that would be unity. Maybe this is something that the Divine Feminine has to let go. Maybe she is holding on to something that happened in the past, created by either her ego or the Divine Masculine's ego, that held them back, maybe from believing that this can happen, that unity can happen. I personally used to say, I believe it when I say it. Maybe for me, it's time to release this and start to trust that this will happen, this union will happen. Let's see the next cards. Clouds, somebody's out of the clouds, seeing clearer, no more distractions. And the Sun, the happiest card in the deck. Success in the Divine Feminines. Hopes, fulfillment of dreams, a dream come true. Wow. Travel, a journey to come. The journey that's already here. This can be the twin flame journey itself. It can be moving, crossing over waters, moving to the Sun. I'm on the Sun, by the way, because I came back to the islands. And the Sun card came out in the Divine Masculine's reading as well. And I said the story there, which I'm going to say it here as well. You see these two darker triangles, they become one. It's like the two shadow sides, can be the shadow side of both counterparts, is being left behind, and they grow into the big pyramid, and they go toward enlightenment, clarity, they go toward the sun. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort to build a pyramid. It may be something they need to work on, but it's like they're gonna work on it together. They build a pyramid together, they go to the peak together. It's like two souls becoming one. When I did my ayahuasca, I received a message that the sun is my mom. And now looking at this card, it's like the universe, the sun supports these two souls to align and take it to the next level, move things forward. Blue, expression again, throat chakra. A little bit of choppy waters, but somebody is traveling across choppy waters, leaving this behind. And clarity, and next to clarity, there's the sun. What can be better than that? Actually, what can be better than that if this card was upright? But I feel like delays. Somebody was held back by their ego. They didn't know, or they didn't want to offer because, like, oh, what does it look like? It's not my thing. Like, or they never did apologize. They didn't know how to or what to say. But it seems like they are finding the words, and they're setting things in motion. They out of the darkness, they out of the confusion. They've got clarity, and they are moving toward the divine feminine, either in the 5D or in the 3D physically. That may happen. They are going to her. Alright, this is what I see in the cards. Let's leave it at that. I did not pull extra cards for a divine masculine because I didn't feel I needed to. He had the lion card at the end, which was finishing up a cycle, completing a cycle. And I loved it that way. It was a beautiful ending with the lion. And this time I feel like it's a great ending with the ship, the travel card, the moving together maybe. The sun and the ship together, if there's indication. Favorable journey. Maybe they will travel together. Let's get this out of the way. It's better. Remember in the previous readings, during the winter time, I think it came up a lot that the two counterparts are going to meet on the sun. And I know that I'm in a very sunny place. I'm on the Canary Islands. By the way, we got the tallest volcano here that I'm about to hike next week. I recommend you to check out the Divine Masculine's reading, in which I talk about this volcano trip and the sun card. That was a very interesting connection. But what I wanted to say, they meet on the sun, and it can be, if you cannot travel to a sunny place, it can be, for example, that you go to a restaurant and there is a painting or a photograph of the sun above your head where you're sitting at the table, or you see like the sun picture or an image on somebody's t-shirt, or the tablecloth has sun decoration. So it does not have to be literally on the sun, like on a very sunny place, but it can be. And I like that there's nothing in between them. Not anymore. And I feel like this is what can happen if this happens. So if the apology happens, the communication happens, it's long time no speaking, this will be the result. Reconciliation. They express their truth and they see clearer. They may thought about something that wasn't even true, But somebody's ego was in the way. It can be limiting beliefs holding them back. So this will be the result, them coming together and moving closer to each other, even moving together. You don't mind me sharing my personal story, will you? It may inspire you or encourage you, or you find connection to my story. I want to draw out these two cards for a second, the Key and the Sun. The story that I shared in the Divine Masculine's reading, it relates to the Divine Feminine as well. Of course, they're mirroring each other. The place where I am now, I'm on an island, and there's a very tall volcano here. In fact, the tallest volcano on an oceanic island, as far as I know. And we're planning to hike it with 2 or 3 other people that I know from the island. So we're going there next week. And this card, oh, by the way, we're going there to watch the sunrise. So this card is just uncanny that it popped up like this. But what we're going to do, we drive the car till about the middle. There's a parking place, and from there we're going to hike, hopefully to the top. We'll see how I manage with my altitude illness. And I'm preparing mentally and emotionally and also physically to be able to make this trip to the top. The pyramid takes tremendous amount of time, or I think this is what we learned in school, that building the pyramid took, I don't know how many years, like 100 years. And a lot of people sacrificed their life. It was a tremendous effort, a lot of hard work. So in my case, climbing this volcano will be something similar, like a tremendous effort and hard work to reach the top, battling with oxygen and battling with the cold and battling with the darkness, and the physical conditions of your body, the legs, for example. And I feel like these two little triangles, like the soul aspect. And I'm going to take the Divine Masculine with me in 5D. Yeah, because we are connected. So I'm hiking for the two of us. And whatever I'm doing externally in the physical world, it turns up in his life internally. It takes him a tremendous effort and hard work to leave his ego behind and apologize or open up, share his emotions, his feelings, express his emotions to me, to the Divine Feminine. So whatever I'm doing externally, he experiences it internally. Can you see the connection? Think about something in your life that relates to your counterpart. Something that the Sagittarius Full Moon can help you to come to terms and release. For example, it's a bit of a fear for me to go up there because of what happened to me in the past, this altitude illness. It's really bad, by the way. I remember after I experienced it, I was out for the entire day. I was extremely weak. I felt nauseous, although nothing was in my stomach, so I couldn't throw up. And I was lying on the floor the entire rest of the day because I felt so sick and no energy in my body. I couldn't even open my eyes. I felt like I was barely alive. So under no circumstances I want to experience that again. And I feel like I need a great amount of trust in me, that I can do better this time. And he needs a great amount of trust in him, or in this connection with the Divine Feminine, that whatever he's working towards, leaving his ego and coming with an apology, that will lead him toward a sweeter life with her. So we are in it together. Something that can be difficult for you physically to do so, That can be learning something new, starting a new life, jumping into the unknown, you know, go on a travel adventure, because Sagittarius is about adventures. They love to be active, they love to learn, they love new experiences. This is gonna be a new experience for me. And I wished for this experience for a long time, but I had never lived on this island. I lived on the other islands before. And it was just not the opportunity. And this time this opportunity just turned up. I was like, I'm going for it. And that will help your counterpart to come into terms, face their fears, their emotional fears, you know, like something that's internal, yeah, to them. And a lot of men afraid of admitting they made mistakes. A lot of men are afraid of asking for apology, because they're very fragile emotionally, and they are really fear of rejection from a woman. So this will take him a great amount of effort and courage if he really wants to express himself and reconcile. Just like it will take me a great amount of work and effort to climb the volcano. I hope it inspires you and it helps you in some way to understand what we are facing during the Sagittarius full moon. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching and listening. I speak to you next time. Bye for now.